I tell you, turn 1's been really treacherous, but turn 3 and 4 is the ones that really go. Yesterday we saw a lot of battling, and we saw a lot of cars lose traction.
Yeah, I watched the race yesterday from a TV standpoint, and the car's running, and everything's looking good, and all of a sudden they just take off. And I think they had a little bit of trouble here Friday doing some practicing and stuff. They wiped out 3 or 4 cars, and people say, well, it was just a car under me or behind me or in front of me, and all of a sudden they just take off.
I tell you, I think it's because a lot of the drivers are just trying to push it to the limit, and if you're real close to the limit, then when you lose traction, you're pretty much done.
Mark Martin back there in 13th position. Let's get a report from the pits on that car.
Well, Ken Squire, as the weather has changed here and gone from bright sunny skies to overcast skies, many of the crews have tried to chase the weather. That's not what happened with Steve Neal. He brought the same car he ran last week in the Winston, and he has not changed it at all. This car is essentially identical to the way they rolled it off to the trailer. And Steve says, watch us. We're going to be just fine today. And he is indeed fine so far.
Well, it's a lot of shuffling back here. Lake Speed down on the inside with the number 26 hanging it loose on the outside. Hut Strickland. Ooh, pass for 3rd spot. That's Todd Bodine in the number 75, making the weight belt of Butch Mock's car out here today.
I tell you, we really got to look at Kenny Schrader. Kenny Schrader's moved up to 2nd, and he's closing on Jeff Gordon. There he is.
Yeah, Schrader's cut it all the way down. He was about 15 car lengths back. I'll tell you, a car that could be in trouble out here is the 11 car. Here's Schrader really closing in now, down to about a car, 2 car lengths.
There he goes.
There he's going for it.
Going right by him.
And here comes that 75 car right not very far behind. He's going to catch up if they got to racing a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything going on in that 24 car. Randy?
Well, actually, the way the race has progressed for him, the first 10 or 15 laps, he was a little tight. Then the car began to come around to him. He said it's now freed up. It feels neutral. The only communication from Ray Evernham back to his driver, he just told him, look, take it easy. Set a nice, easy pace. It's a long, long race. So we don't know if he's driving easy right now or Schrader is just hauling the mail.
There you see car number 11 on pit road. He just grazed the wall coming off turn 4 a moment ago. Brett Bodine back underway in that Sylvania number 11. And we have a new leader. It's Schrader in the 25 that's taken the advantage. Schrader was almost 5 seconds behind just 18 laps ago. He has sure made that mark up, Richard.
Yeah, he's coming on good. Like I say, I think that the 24 got out and set his pace and stuff and got used to running that speed. These other boys hadn't picked up any. Their speed was just a little bit better once the car settled down.
So Todd Bodine stays 3rd. As they come by, they're about to put a lap as Rick Hendrick looks on Dave Marcus's number 71. There's David fading to the outside to let him through, making his 27th start here in the 600. Jeremy Mayfield's number 98 on pit road. We can show you perhaps what happened to Brett Bodine here a few moments ago. Take a look right here, and maybe we'll see Brett Bodine get a little too close up here in turn 4.
Yeah, buddy. You run around there, and all of a sudden you say, what's the ball doing in my groove? You know what I mean? I think that's where he got caught, because the cars wasn't close enough there to really push him into the wall or anything.
Is that a wake-up call? You really hear that thing when it rattles up against that concrete?
You don't really hear the sound of it, but you definitely can feel it.
Gordon falling back now as Todd Bodine moves around him. More in a moment.
Motor Speedway, Rick Benjamin in the STP Pit Communications Center for you today on TBS as we watch race leader Kenny Schrader put Jimmy Spencer a lap down and haul it off into turn number 1. Want to update you on something that happened in Indianapolis. Of course, the 79th Indy 500 running earlier today. The race won by Jacques Villeneuve of Canada and only his 2nd start at Indianapolis. Bad injuries to midget veteran Stan Fox from Wisconsin. Fox in the first lap of the race, apparently something broke on his car. He and Eddie Cheever hit the wall. Fox's car shed its nose piece and he flipped down the track. A closed head injury for Fox as well as severe leg injuries. He is out of surgery. We're told he's in intensive care serious condition for Stan Fox. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and our congratulations to Jacques Villeneuve, who won the 500 a couple of hours ago, Ken Squire.
Indeed. But they're celebrating up in Quebec right now, big time, after that brilliant victory by the young Canadian. Terry Labonte's number 5 coming onto pit road. Nemechek has pitted. Grissom has been in. Seen Andretti come in as well, and Dick Berggren is right there in the Hendrick pits.
Well, Terry Labonte's problem is a bad tire. He felt the vibration. He has come in a bit earlier than he would like to have come in order to make his unscheduled stop. All the rest of the cars will be coming in fairly shortly, but this is a little bit early for a bad tire problem. Labonte on pit road. He is alone here right now.
Spencer is also coming on pit road. Pit stop was 21 seconds, 21 1/10 for car number 5, Terry Labonte, now making his way back on the track at lap 55.
I'll tell you what, we may get a caution. I don't know if anybody's brave enough to get out there and get this tire that's out in the apron of the racetrack, and we may have to have a caution.
Gone 82, 84, caution free.
There goes somebody's brave enough to get it. I wasn't going to be quite brave enough, would you?
You wouldn't do that job?
No.
That tire came off Jimmy Spencer, who was just on pit road. Averaging 175 miles an hour. And old DW is sticking it out. Darrell Waltrip still in the lead lap. And Steve has an update on that story.
Ken, Jimmy Hensley has had his helmet on since before the race started. Now Ernie and Richard can elaborate on this. The adrenaline must have really kicked in on Darrell. He just radioed crew chief Pete Peterson and said, hey, it feels pretty good out there. But I don't know if he was talking about himself or the race car.
He's about to go a lap down right now. Darrell in the 26th position. Bobby Hamilton on pit road. And Michael Waltrip is on pit road as well. There's Rusty Wallace in, and he's coming back out again. Dick Trickle is making his pit stop now. This is happening at lap 58, 87 miles down.
There comes Dale Earnhardt in.
Dick Berggren is going to be there as he comes in. Elton Sawyer has just pitted. Sterling Marlin also pitting. Here's Earnhardt.
Well, Earnhardt is making his pit stop, and it couldn't have come at a better time. He has a tire down just as he pitted. The Jackman, the all-pro Jackman we have watched so many times on Earnhardt's car today, is only doing the windshield. Mike Moore has had to replace David Smith, who injured his back this week, practicing to do these pit stops. This is rough work for Earnhardt. A dented left front corner, they pulled it out, and Earnhardt's gone.
Ricky Rudd now on pit road. Dale Jarrett, Ricky Craven, leader Schrader on pit road. This at lap 60. Randy Pemberton is standing by. 90 miles are complete. Randy?
Well, Ray Everham and the crew waiting for the 24 car to come in. The 18 car follows him as well. He's pitting right behind of him. Ray and the guys go to work on the right side of the DuPont Chevrolet. He's been complaining that the car got real tight in the middle, Jeff Gordon said, but it was loose everywhere else. Bobby Labonte has said little about his chassis. He seems to be quite happy. They're on to the left side of the 24 car, likewise on the 18 machine. Tires are on, 2 cans of fuel, down and away, a chassis adjustment on the 24, 18 away as well.
Todd Bodine, who had inherited the lead, now he is pitted. So it's a complete change of the front at 61 laps. I believe Jeff Bodine, number 7, will be given first place. Here's Mark Martin coming back out. Jeff Bodine now pitting. So everyone has been on pit road. There goes the Thunderbat, number 94. Very popular car these days. Darrell Waltrip brings in number 17. Let's see if Hensley will step into that car. Steve Burns?
Again, Jimmy Hensley is at the ready, but I don't think he's going to get out of the car. As I said a moment ago, Darrell feels pretty good. The crew goes to work on the car. He is staying in. He will not get out. The break will be a 4-tire stop. He will not get out.
3 ribs broken 8 days ago on the 5-time champion, this 600. And they built him this armrest to help a little, and apparently he's loosened up, feeling a little better out there.
I tell you, there's no better cure than to get to racing. And Darrell right now is a 17th spot. I think he's 1 lap down, and he's going to keep digging.
right now with all these pit stops, they're going to keep him up in that front group in that lead lap for the moment as he comes back out. He was just being overlapped by Schrader. Very quick stop by the Western Auto Group before they got him back on the track. So
looks like the one that really gained on all these pit stops is the number 2 car. Rusty's back up. Once they get settled and everybody makes stops, he's going to be in second place. So he is right behind the 25 car. So he really gained a lot on this.
Second or third, because the 75 and the 25.
Okay, whatever. But anyhow, he was the one that really gained the ground on the racetrack
and got himself to third.
Got him way on up in there, right? Really a lot closer than what he was.
Showing Schrader now as the lead car, and this car, number 75, Todd Bodine in second, with the Rusty Wallace maintaining a third spot out there. And really had a great pit stop. Of course, those people that worked on that car, they're famous for that.
You know, Ken, Todd Bodine is a driver who, well, a lot of people have been thinking would win one of these Winston Cup events this year. This could be his day. Last Saturday night at the Winston Select, he blew the field away, actually in the Open. He won the 50-lap Winston Open from the back of the field, and in the Select, he really ran very well before running into problems late in the second leg of that event. Started 14th today, he's up to second. His car looks very, very fast.